Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp has been a longtime sponsor of this podcast because guess what? These days, it just feels like there's advice for absolutely everything. It's hard to filter through all that mess, and this is where BetterHelp comes in. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp has been the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally, and we have used it for a very long time, and you can too. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/genius. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius.
Yeah, right? Trust me, it'll never happen again. And I was flirting with her a lot too. Ooh. You know what I mean? Yeah. So at a club event, she comes up to me, hey, what's up? I'm David. Nice to meet you. She goes, you. That's the 4th time that you did that. Ooh. How do you not remember me? And I just look at our buddy and I'm like, who is this? Dude. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Real quick, this is going to be a pretty fast episode. We're running short on time, but that's okay, guys, because I'm creating content, and I've heard from the masses that they don't mind. They just kind of hear it on their lunch break. Yeah, and it's better something than nothing, dude. Mm-hmm. There's been the Backstreet Boys is doing like a little world tour. Yeah, recently, and we had a conversation with a friend where our friend was kind of irritated at somebody else because they didn't understand the fact as to why people would want to watch like the Backstreet Boys. They're old. Like, why do you want to watch a bunch of old people sing? Like, that's so stupid. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. What do you mean? Like, music is timeless. Yeah. Why do they have to be younger for you to go watch them? They're like, but they're old people.
So he would rather go see a cover band?
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I couldn't wrap my
old people. Like, old people don't sing?
Exactly.
And they're like 50 or something, right? Younger than that. 40s, yeah.
Yeah, music is also timeless. We're not talking about the fucking the Yin Yang Twins.
Dude, I was shocked when I saw that video.
His back is fucked up.
Yeah. What happened?
His back is fucked. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
369.
Damn, very fine.
But the voice kind of now expect him to look like that.
Now it makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that was the club banger during our time when it first dropped. Yeah. It's still circling around now. Like, there's a few songs that will just never die in the clubs.
Right, that's true. They'll always play it.
Immediately, to the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drip down my balls, to all skeet, motherfucker. That's what I found out what skeeting was.
Yeah, because I learned it because of Chappelle's show. Yeah. I was like, yeah, skeet. And then he goes, on this show, he's like, I can't believe they're playing that song on the radio. Do you guys know what skating is? And then all these white people, and me, of course, I was like, And then he goes like this on national TV. And we're like, oh my God, that's what we've been seeing.
It's the wildest fucking song ever, dude. Watching the Yin Yang Twins go up and look so decrepit made me so sad. It made me feel fucking old, dude. Right. But that song is a banger, dude. Like, when's the last time you went to a club?
Oh my God. I cannot remember. It definitely wasn't this past year.
Dude, I was shocked when I found out that clubs, you don't have to wear like attire. And like before we had to wear dress shirts. You had to have dress shoes, dress shirts. You had to have a fucking attire to go into a club. If you didn't, they wouldn't let you in. Right. And I remember I went to a club once and I was in a dress shirt and a tie. And people were like, where are you going? I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because I hadn't been in. So this was like, I think it was like 10 years ago. Right. And they're like, oh, you don't have to do that now. And this is right at the cusp before what I did was super corny. And they're like, oh, you don't have to. Like they don't do that anymore. I'm like, oh, for real? Cool. Dressed in some regular shit and walked in. But back in the day too, you couldn't wear. The reason why it was like that, what people didn't know, was because of gang violence was so huge. Right. So the reason why we had to wear dress attire was because people would hide weapons, guns, knives, and everything else. So it was for safety.
So you tucked in your shirts into your pants.
Yeah. Like, ghetto people don't got jobs, they ain't got ties, they ain't show up. I don't know what the logic was behind that, but they would hide basically weapons. And it was true. It would happen a lot, right? Like I told a story too where I went to this 18 and over club, which was a lounge. It was called Polare. That was opened up in Sacramento. And there was somebody that I knew that stabbed somebody with the toenail clipper blade.
The flip out part?
Yeah. And he started stabbing somebody with that shit. It was a Hmong dude.
What?
So it was crazy back in the day.
Yeah.
Like gang violence would happen all the fucking time. There was always somebody getting shot, something popping off. It was so fucking scary, and I didn't understand. It was so weird because now that I'm a parent now, and now that I've gotten older, I didn't understand why my parents were tripping. I was like, "What are you? It's just a club." And my mom was like, "Dude, somebody got stabbed with a toenail clipper the last time you went." And in my mind, I was thinking to my parents, "You guys are fucking tripping. Like, relax. It's not gonna.
I'm not gonna get stabbed."
Yeah.
Well, it could have been anybody.
It literally could have been anybody. Maybe it was just lucky that I knew him.
Yeah.
That he didn't fucking stab me. But it's just so fucking wild. Like, clubbing too back in the day, it was a whole ordeal. Like, I don't know what it's like for if there's like a younger audience. Like, what is clubbing to you now? Because for us, it was
seen memes where they don't go out. They don't go clubbing. Clubbing is an old man's game now. That Gen Z doesn't go out to do that shit. I've seen a lot of Gen Z go to like EDM festivals, but I honestly don't know like what goes on. I went to a Zed show as a bucket list thing when I was 30. Dog, I went in with earplugs. It was so loud. And I'm an idiot. I took my Molly pill when the show began at 9. But it didn't kick until the show was over.
Oh my God.
And then I got the full like, oh shit, at the encore, which was like 10, 15 minutes. And then I left the place like radiating from Molly. And I'm like, I have nowhere to go now. It's like, I don't want to drink. So I hit up some friends. They're at some club somewhere. So I go there and I'm rolling so much that I'm okay by myself listening to the music.
Dude, our friend, a mutual friend of ours too, he told me this fucking funny ass story where he took a bump on accident.
Yeah.
Because he was at a club and this cute Asian girl was dancing with him.
And she just goes like,
she was
real
like,
quick. Like
yeah,
that,
she goes,
right?
"You want a bump?" He doesn't know. He's an innocent dude. He doesn't know what's going on. He was like, "A bump? What's that?" And she goes, "Just breathe in." This fool is fucking drugged the fuck out. He doesn't know what a bump is.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on. And he just knows that he starts freaking out, right? He's like, "What's going on with my body? I'm like sweating." He's like, he goes into the bathroom. He starts rocking in the bathroom.
Oh my God, he had a bad trip.
He had a bad fucking trip. Because mind you, he was already drinking too.
Right.
So he got drugged by a random girl.
When you take Coke and you're drinking, it'll sober you up.
Yeah.
You're sober, but you're like...
Yeah, it's all over the place. And this guy doesn't do shit like that. So he told me it was the worst experience of his life. And he only found out what that was because he told the story to somebody else. It was like, "Dude, she gave you Coke." He's like, "I did Coke?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck?" This girl was also coked the fuck out. She thought he was cute or whatever. They started dancing, whatever, probably made out or whatever. Next thing you know, this fool's seeing shit. Like, he's like off the walls, dude.
Damn.
And he was freaking the fuck out, dude. Could you imagine? It reminds me of that Burt Kreischer shit.
Shit, when you're saying, could you imagine? I'm like, damn, that would be my lucky night.
Where's this girl at, dude? Yeah. Where the fuck is this girl at? No, man. Like, I actually didn't like clubbing that much when I was a kid. Like, I only did it because my friends went.
Everyone was going.
Everybody was going. And that's like, honestly, this is before dating apps. This is where you would go meet people.
I can't believe I was out there dancing too. But yeah, I was getting mad drunk and just going. I was just like, that's what we did. It was also kind
of interesting too, where when you go out clubbing too, you get to figure out which one of your homegirls are actually your friends or you just want to fuck them. Right? Because it's like there are certain girls that you would kick it with, right?
But then when they dress up for the club, you're like,
it's like, who the fuck is that? Damn, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't really think about it. And, everybody's having fun.
I'll see you at service tomorrow in church.
Praise Jesus cry. Right? But they would like, it's so funny too. Like, you would go with people and you see them in a certain light and then they're in their clubbing attire. You guys are obviously there on a mission and you're not thinking about trying to hook up or like make out with the homegirls there. We're just going all together and then we're going to see what happens after, right? But then sometimes like you just want to feel comfortable. You want to dance with your friends and then something else happens and it fucks everything all up, dude. That's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, it's just all because we're young and we're also very horny.
Yeah.
So like you kind of just, and you look at them, it's like, I should have never made up.
But then, especially if you know them from church, then there's like, oh no, like.
I never had any church interaction. My dad was a pastor, so that's too dangerous for me.
Oh, really?
Right.
Everyone else going to church with the club people too. They're same. They're one and the same.
Dude, my favorite part of church the next day is you could tell who went to the club.
They still have a stamp.
The stamp. And they're fucking hung over as shit. But first of all, they're in high school, so they shouldn't be drinking in the first place. you know, fake IDs and shit. They're still in their club attire and they smell like alcohol.
Dude.
It's like, dude, you guys are going to hell so bad.
Funny
That's what I would
story.
think.
But it's because it happened so long ago. I'm going to tell this. It's 15 years ago. Justin's in Seattle. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're at Tig's. And, you know, Tig is so cool with us when they close the doors like at 2 a.m. and we're still there till 4 or 6 drinking. And, you know, whatever, just hanging out with our just crew of people. And then, so that's Saturday night, and we go back to our place. I forget why we were so wired, but the sun was already up and we're wide awake. And Justin goes, yo, let's go to church.
What the fuck? It's so random.
I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, dude, take me to church.
What the fuck? Why?
So, all right. So I take Justin to church with me. And then as soon as we step in and the music's going, whatever, we're like, this is, I can't believe we're doing this. We both start feeling hungover as the service goes. And we're both like kind of droopy.
Oh, no.
It was like, this was a bad idea. And we're like sweating.
Fucking the alcohol sweats flushing
alcohol
out.
sweats, and we're pale and dehydrated now because up all night drinking, and then we show up to church, and then all these kids showed up like, can we take a picture?
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, whatever, all this stuff. And then later that week on Facebook, the kids posted the pictures like, oh my God, Justin Chan came to our church today. He smelled like alcohol.
Oh my God, dude.
But it was cool.
But it's all cool. That's so fucking funny, dude.
We go back home like, why do we do that?
I was like, why did you suggest that? I can't do it, man.
So stupid.
Especially because like the Korean community is so small.
Yeah.
And Korean people love gossip. I can't do that shit, dude.
But I mean, this was in Seattle, you know. It wasn't even Tacoma. So it was like,
dude, there's Korean drama
church.
that comes from other countries that we know about here, dude. And it's just because the Korean community loves to talk shit, dude. That's like one of the hardest things about being
there is some surprising things sometimes whenever I run into old church people from Tacoma in LA. The Korean community is very small.
Yeah, people know things. And even there's some people who went to my old church that moved here. And I'm like, what the fuck? How? And that's how like information travels.
Wow.
And you know what? The weirdest thing that happened to me was like, there's somebody that I met. I don't even know this person, but this is like a pet peeve of mine, right? Where somebody will come up to me and like we've maybe had like one interaction, and they'll be like, "You don't remember me?" I'm like,
oh my God,
who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, Hollywood now, man. I was like, Hollywood? Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah.
I was like, we went to high school together. I was like, just because we were in the same high school doesn't mean I fucking know you, you fucking dork. What are you talking about? I still kick it with all my high school friends. Who are you? Dude, I had to go look at a yearbook. And I was like, I don't even remember you then.
You don't even have to be famous to get that shit.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know if it's a Korean society thing, but, you know, people walk around and talk and act like they're big shit.
Yeah.
Right? And there are people who get genuinely mad at me for not remembering them. But I'm like,
what was
you
our
don't remember
interaction?
me? You don't know what? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, hi, nice to meet you. Isn't that enough?
Yeah.
Like, nice to meet you again?
Yeah.
What was your name again? But that was the big offense to these like egotistical Koreans. What was your name again? Oh, it like hits them. Like, what? You don't know me? You don't know who I am? 난 누군지 몰라?
Yeah, it's such a weird thing too. It's because it's like you have to look at the frequency. If I met you once in the span of like 10 years, how the fuck am I gonna remember you?
Yeah.
I barely remember my wife's birthday,
Dude.
Like that's crazy. Are you insane?
Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything: cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take these days. Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. I've been using BetterHelp for a very long time, and so have a lot of our listeners, which is why they're a continued sponsor of this podcast. podcast because guess what? You are important and you got to find what empowers you to be the best version of yourself. And this is where BetterHelp can help you. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/genius. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius.
I can't tell you how many people I reintroduced myself to here in LA.
Well, I do feel bad. There was a girl who, it was our buddy Tom. It was like one of her homegirls. This one I felt bad for. I've literally met her 4 times. And every time I go, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Dave.
Yeah.
She finally got fed up. It was at a club, actually. And it's very nice. The sad thing is like, I should remember because the 3rd time that I met her,
you said, I'm not going to forget, right?
Trust me, it'll never happen again. And I was flirting with her a lot, too. Ooh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, at a club event, she comes up to me, hey, what's up? I'm David. Nice to meet you. She goes, fuck you. That's the 4th time that you did that. Ooh. How do you not fucking remember me? And I just look at our buddy and I'm like, who is this? Dude. And she fucking walks away pissed off because she was really happy to see me.
Right.
He's like, bro, honestly, how the fuck do you not remember her? I was like, I don't know her. And he told me her name. I was like, I do know her.
Okay.
I was like, I told her I wouldn't forget her. And 4 fucking times, dude. But you got to understand, every time I see her, though, I was drunk. We were partying. Yeah. So you got to give me a little bit of grace and forgiveness on that. It wasn't like we were at a cafe where we had deep conversations. It was us both drunk, dancing, flirting, doing whatever. So it's just like, and it's not like we hooked up. We didn't do any of that type of stuff, right? Because that's a friend's friend. Yeah. Like I have boundaries with that type of stuff. And so I just didn't do anything. But then she was so fucking mad. And I got to tell you something. I did another offense after. So years later, we met up again and she started doing like content. I was like, oh, cool. It was at a food event.
What's your name?
She goes, are you not going to remember me again? And I went, and in my mind, I was like, who is this? I didn't remember. And I was like, who are you? And she goes, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, I'm kidding. I know who you are. I didn't. If you're watching this, I didn't know who you were. And then after she was like, okay, good. Because I was about to say, I was like, you do that a fucking 5th time. That's horrendous.
Oh, if she had said, what's my name? You would have been fucked.
I would have been fucked.
Yeah.
And so I just started joking around with her, whatever, whatnot. It was at a Japanese restaurant, and we were eating across the street. Had a great fucking time, dude.
The whole time.
She goes, hey, we should do some videos together or whatever, whatnot. Hit me up. I was like, cool, I'll DM you. I said that randomly. I forgot. I don't know her. So I never DM'd her. I don't remember her fucking face.
Oh, my God.
So I had to hit up our boy. I was like, what is her name? He goes, dude, how do you not? She's so fucking forgettable for me. And I feel so bad.
I just think you could chalk it up to maybe it's not meant to be.
Yeah, maybe
we're not supposed to hang out or anything. I have so many other things to think about.
Yeah, she's very sweet. She's also very pretty.
Yeah.
I just, for some fucking reason, she keeps falling out of my brain. And I don't know why.
Subconsciously, it's like no space for you.
Yeah, it's just it's like delete.
I gotta remember that X videos page.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I gotta go watch my VR porn, all right? I don't have space for this shit, dude. Look, if you're watching this video by chance, and then you just found out that I didn't know you were the 5th time, I do know now, though. I know after, right? I had to recollect who you were, and I was like, I remember you're my buddy's friend. So I hit him up, and I remembered your name after. I get it. Now I forever know you as the girl that I always forget.
Right.
So yeah, you should feel good now.
That's a good way to go put it.
I absolutely apologize. That wasn't my intention. Like, I feel like I should remember somebody that pretty. I wonder if it's like something she's gone through her whole life. Like where she's like a perfectly normal girl, but people always forget her. And then, for me, when I met her at the time, I was pretty fat and disgusting. So for her to get forgotten about somebody like me, probably really hurt her ego.
There's a movie by the guy who did Being John Malkovich. That movie adaptation. What's his name? Charlie Kaufman. You familiar with his work? Oh, man, one day we got to do an adaptation movie review. But anyway, one of the greatest screenwriters of our lifetimes right now. He made a movie with puppets, right? Called Anomalisa. And it's about a man with a condition who keeps seeing everyone's face as the same. He falls in love with this girl and he's afraid of losing her. Yeah. But they're puppets. So that's the thing. Like, have you seen Team America, World Police?
Are you talking about
with the puppet?
Yes, America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So Charlie Kaufman's like, man, I wanted to make a puppet movie too, but those guys fucked it up for me. But he pulled it off. Wow. I think, and it's a stop animation puppet movie.
I heard Brad Pitt has that thing where he can't recognize faces. There's like there's like a condition where you can't recognize faces at all.
So he just treats everyone the same.
Yes, he doesn't know. He cannot. It's like an actual mental.
Yeah, we have a friend who can't read people's emotions on their face. So when he watches movies, it's like he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the medium of movies because he can't see their emotions.
Oh shit, he's a serial killer.
So they're just saying things to him.
That's a serial killer. That's 100% a serial killer.
Yeah.
I feel really bad because one time, as a joke, there's this place called Avenue 26. And I didn't understand that he and I were not at a level where we don't understand each other's humors yet. So he was driving on a hoverboard, and I called him gay while I was driving by. He did not find it funny.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible because I thought that he would laugh.
But he thinks it's really cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's the coolest
You're lucky I
thing
can't
on
read the
the
emotions
planet.
on your face. And he just fucking one-wheeled away.
He really does think that's like one of the coolest things to be out there. So like, for you to call him, he's probably thought like, oh shit, I'm back in high school.
Yeah. I thought it was like when we're buddies. Like, we're going to joke around a little bit. I'm like, oh, he doesn't get it. I think he just thinks he's being bullied.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's me, David. I really like you.
By the way, speaking of South Park episode.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. We'll talk about it before we end this.
Right.
Dude.
That was that's American history.
Dude.
That should go into the Smithsonian. Like
that video, that AI video that they created, blew me away. I did not expect it to be like that.
They've been working with AI for about the last 4 years.
So good.
So they had a fake news show that was AI too, the South Park guys.
Yeah.
By the way, to me, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are my favorite comedians right now. It's like Chappelle and the South Park guys for me at top two. Because they're on this level of satirical genius that I fucking love. But yeah, they've been on that AI kick for a while, but they're doing it hilariously.
If you don't know what we're talking about, right? South Park did this thing basically where, Trump is about censoring people or whatnot. Mm-hmm. South Park makes fun of a lot of like political leaders, and they make fun of everybody. But Trump is now off limits. So they're like, okay, well now we could do like a positive campaign about Trump.
And they straight up chose a little dick.
Roasted the shit out of him. And there's basically like this political campaign for Trump saying that he's walked across the deserts and blah, 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 blah. He's struggled. And he's walking in a desert, fat as shit, taking off his clothes. He ends up butt naked in the middle of a desert crawling. And then his dick comes out. Tiny little dick comes out and he's talking, and the dick starts talking.
Did you hear the Comic-Con panel? How they got away with airing that on TV?
No.
They were So they have 6 days to make each episode. Have you seen that documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said for 4 days of those 6 days, they were arguing with the heads to be like, okay, what if we did this? Trying to get a dick on TV, right? And they finally figured out you put an eyeballs on it, and the mouth is the penis hole. And that's how they got away with it.
That's crazy.
Because they can argue it's not a tick; it's just a cartoon character.
It's a cartoon mouth worm that talks. It's genius, dude.
Dude, they're fucking genius, especially because of the situation they're in with Paramount. Okay, if we were talking all about the whole situation, it goes back to like Trump sues CBS, Paramount, because of a 60 Minutes report. That's a whole nother bullshit story. It's bullshit. Basically, CBS caves. In journalism, you don't cave to bullshit, frivolous suits like this. But they pay up. Why? everyone assumes it's a bribe. It's a bribe so they can have their merger with Skydance. Huge billions of dollars worth, and they have to be approved by the government. And Trump was holding that hostage, and they, with this lawsuit, so they pay off the lawsuit.
That makes sense, because I thought that, I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys are fucking free press. You're allowed to say what you want to fucking say. You don't get bullied like that. Yeah. That makes more sense now. And that should confuse the fuck out of me.
That's the part where Jesus is like whispering to the people. He's saying, if CBS caves, then we're all fucked now.
Yeah.
Now he can do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of scary, but also have a lot of balls to do that shit. The thing is that they signed a deal with Paramount Plus for $1.5 billion.
Damn.
The week before that episode aired. And now they're fucking over Paramount Plus because they hate Paramount Plus executives. They hate them.
Wow.
But they got this deal done, and now they're like, okay, fuck everyone. Fuck you and fuck Trump.
Well, we got the money. Who cares?
And so they're slated for 550 more episodes. That's why it says 1 of 50 in the beginning of that AI video.
Holy
so they have
like,
50
get ready.
more, yeah.
Get ready.
Get ready.
The crazy thing about it is probably great for you guys' views, though. Shit.
Dude, it's amazing.
Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys have to watch that South Park episode. Yeah. It's so fucking crazy and funny.
It's American history.
It's the best. Yeah. You can catch Genius Brain every Sundays at 12 p.m. and you can catch it at Park VP and at Manga Miata. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.